Live from the Carl Chevrolet Studios in West Des Moines, this is Iowa Live.
Welcome back to Iowa Live, everybody, along with Whitney Hammer, Fareway corporate dietitian from Fareway Meat Grocery. And Whitney, we all know how Fareway brings the groceries out to your car when you go shopping there. So Whitney is here to bring the kitchen to your TV set.
We're trying.
Yeah, and we're going to be making something that is absolutely delicious. I wish this was smell-o-vision. This is awesome.
We are getting into slow cooker season,
Right.
which, you know what, can be all year, but we're really focusing on it now. So we are going slow cooker to sandwich. And I love this because it's a really kind of hands-off approach. If you want to set it low and slow while you're at work, come home, all you have to do is assemble the sandwich. And it's also a fantastic way to stretch any of your meals. So if you want to make the chuck roast during the day and then stretch it into a sandwich, it's perfect.
Okay, so what are we building here today?
So to get started in your slow cooker, you need a chuck roast, which is about 3 to 4 pounds.
Okay.
Typically a beef chuck roast. You need some beef broth, and since this only takes about a cup, I like to just get the little containers.
Sure.
So I'm not wasting any. A pack of onion soup mix, and then 2 onions. If you're familiar with a traditional patty melt, it's a smashed patty, cheese, sauce, onions.
Okay.
So we are making a version of that I think is so much easier.
All
So
right.
like I said, great for dinner at home, but also would be great for this weekend. I hear there's a game coming up
I heard the
this
same
weekend.
thing, yeah.
So this would be great if you are having people over, or even if you are trying to cook outside. You could do a lot of this ahead of time and then assemble these sandwiches at the grill. If you have something like an
Look at
oven
Fareway
safe
Frank is
pan.
even smiling for that
I
suggestion.
think he likes it,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So let's see. Let's make the secret sauce.
Okay.
So I think that the sauce is really what makes it. So
right.
it's not so secret and it's easy.
Okay.
So in here we just have some mayonnaise.
Okay, mayo.
Mayo. We need some chopped pickles, or if you have relish. I never have relish at home, so
I don't have
just chop
any
up
either.
some pickles, and that is to how much your family likes pickles.
Now, does it matter what kind of pickles they are?
No, I today am using Grillos because we also need a little vinegar for this. And
Oh.
instead of getting out the vinegar,
Look at this.
look at this. I'm gonna just take some of this right out of here.
So you're going to get more flavor, too.
And I love these pickles, but they do notoriously have a lot of liquid in there.
Okay, well, I better try one.
Which
Hang
is,
on,
have you
hang on a
had
second.
these? These are kind of like a fresh pickle.
Oh, that is really good.
Yeah, we
and
need-
tart. Good.
Yes, they're very good. A little bit of ketchup.
Really?
Yes. Oh, did I not open it? I did. So this is kind of like a Big Mac sauce almost,
Okay.
if you are familiar with that.
I heard of them.
A little sugar, that is kind of
Sugar,
a
really?
little to taste. This is kind of a sweet, tangy, almost, you know what you could do? You could use Thousand Island here as well.
Oh, really?
But we're going to make it.
No, we're going to make it. We want the secret sauce.
Yes, a little onion powder. And then I can usually go off of color if it's kind of how I like it, kind of the pink color of it. So that's the sauce that we're going to use.
That's perfect.
Okay. Any bread that you want to use is fine.
What do you prefer?
I like a sourdough, but since this is made to kind of be pressed and toasted, this is a really nice way to use any stale bread.
Sure.
You don't need a super fresh bread for this, since
Okay.
Ideally you're going to get that smashed down, and toasted really well.
Okay.
So you're going to add that sauce, and I like to do that first layer. Swiss cheese, pretty classic cheese for a patty melt.
Okay.
And this is kind of what we were left with from our crock pot.
So you shredded it up.
Shredded it up. There's onions in there. One thing I will say, if you have anyone who
I'll hold this for you.
does not like onions, leave the onions on the top when this roast is cooking, and then you can shred it separately from the onions if you think that there's anyone that won't want onions on their sandwich.
Got it.
And you get the exact same flavors. It cooks exactly the same if you just leave those onions right on top of the roast in the slow cooker.
Oh, so the flavor will go into
Yep,
them.
flavor goes in there. So that's actually what I did because my kids would not touch
We
the
have
onions.
somebody at our place the
Would
same way.
not. So that is the sandwich. Now, however you want to toast it and kind of smush it so all those flavors marry together,
Okay.
works great. I have a panini press. You don't have to use a panini press. Any old pan, like a grilled cheese, like you're making a grilled cheese.
Okay, it's the
Yep.
same basic principle then.
And if you wanted to take this to go, for example, if you were tailgating, you could make all of these ahead of time, wrap them up, toast them when you're there, or you could even toast them and then just reheat them.
Okay, and will you wrap them up in foil or plastic wrap?
Yep, foil, and then you
Foil.
can throw them right on the grill and reheat them that way.
sure, okay.
And one thing I like to do is I will sometimes make different sandwiches and cut them in really small pieces, and then that's almost my appetizer for
they're
people.
bite-sized.
So they're bite-sized, and it
Yeah,
makes
we'll
it.
prove they're bite-sized.
Yes,
Hang
they're
on a second.
bite-sized,
Okay,
and it makes
okay,
it so you
okay.
can serve a lot of sandwiches, and again, really, really stretch it, because that's kind of the name of the game here, is really stretching that chuck roast out. And if you want to know how to cook this in complete detail, we do have a free class coming up next week. It's virtual. You sign up on Eventbrite, so you can sign up with me and our other dietitian, Caitlyn. Here is the QR code for that. There will be a giveaway giveaway at the end of the class as
Okay.
well. So sign up for that. We will go over all the details, more info on kind of stretching your meals as well.
Yeah, this is flavor packed.
Yeah,
It
lot
is.
of flavor with
Yeah.
minimal effort.
This is awesome, and
Yeah.
stretch your
Yes.
your food budget
Yes.
too. So great idea,
Thank you.
great suggestions from Fareway Meat and Grocery to make your dinner and your tailgating even more fun. Give me a little bit of this sauce.
Yes.
And thank you so much, Whitney. People want more information, Fareway.com, and you should be good to go. Thank you so much, and we'll see you tomorrow on Iowa Live.